Hello, welcome back to a new tutorial. This time we're going to go through the No-Sew Birdie. You guys requested it, and I have made a smaller version right here so you can see the sizing, right? So this is a super bulky version. This one right here is a worsted version, just that you can see the difference. I crunched his mouth there a little bit. It's Beak. So there are obviously much smaller if you go down in hook size as well as yarn weight. So, but we're gonna do this super bulky one because you got to be able to see it, right? And the entire thing is no sew. So there's a few things that we're going to knot on and slip stitch on, but everything is crocheted. So there is no sewing of any sort. Okay, the very first thing is I want to remind you of our agenda. So we're first going to go through this tutorial step by step. We're going to crochet it together. I'm going to make it in pink today instead of the purple. So I have two different birdies. And also we're going to talk again about the no-sew 30 amigurumi patterns in our ebook with the sale that's happening right now. And at the very end, we're going to give away prizes again. So if we're getting more than 100 viewers like we did yesterday, we're going to do 3 prizes. If we have below 100 viewers, we're going to do 2 prizes. So it's up to you. I already shared everywhere. Now I hope you will share too. So that way everyone has a chance to win something and you guys going to learn something at the same time by going through this really fun tutorial. Are you guys ready? You love seeing the sizes, Sandra says. Let me show it off. Yes, the sizes are definitely different when you do worsted yarn versus super bulky yarn. So I guess you can see it like a baby and the mommy. I guess, but it was definitely more challenging to do the worsted version, I can tell you that, than the super bulky version. But yes, it is doable, as you can see, right? Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna swoop around. Hang on, I gotta put my birdies over here. By the way, I do have a little cage that I found at Michael's. My son said it's not a good idea to put a birdie in a cage, but if you want to display something, you may, you know, put like a little swing in there or something to put your birdie on. I mean, it's open. It's not like the birdie, you know, is completely caged in, but you could if you wanted to. You know, I think I got it at Michael's at one point. Don't ask me if they still have it. I have no clue. Okay, so let's swoop around. Okay, the very first thing is we're going to make the feeties as well as the beak. They happen to be both the same pattern. So I'm going to put my birdie on his side and we're going to get started. So we're going to need some orange. I think this is called marigold. In case you're curious again, I am using Knitting Fever's Ella Ray Cuddle yarn. This is available only at local stores. Knitting Fever provides yarn to the local stores. And so what you can do is you go to knittingfever.com, you go to the Ella Ray Cuddle section, and then you can figure out which of your local stores is carrying this yarn. Remember, when I say local store, I'm not talking about big box shops, shops like Michael's or something. I'm talking about local, okay? It's like the family-owned ones kind of thing. Okay, so let's make the birdie together. The very first thing you're going to do, as I said, is the beak as well as the feeties. They're both done exactly the same way. So you're going to make a slip knot like so. You're going to make a chain of 2, so 1 and 2, and then you're going to make a slip stitch into the very first chain that you made. You can make a single crochet too if you like. I made here a slip stitch. In fact, you could even do a one single crochet for both of the feeties and then a slip stitch for the beak if you want that to be a little thinner. I think that's what I did for this version. I have the feeties are going to be single crochet and then the slip stitch version is going to be the beak. And then you're just going to snip it and you leave your yarn end hanging off. It doesn't have to be even, but you need a little bit something so you can knot it on later. So this is going to be my beak right here, and then I have the feeties right here. Here's 1 and here is 2. Okay, so those are ready to go. So I'm going to put those on the side, and so we're done with the orange. So we're now going to, I'm going to switch here to this pink yarn. And we're going to make the wings. There's 2 side wings. Let me point them out. These ones right here. Okay, so 1 on each side. This one is going to be crocheted later, similar to how the fish was made, by the way. Very similar. Not the same, but similar. So we're going to work on these wings right now because we need to slip stitch them on later. You could do it later, but we're just going to make it now so we don't have to worry about that. What hook size? Mary, I'm using the same hook size as every single day, 4.5. Okay, that's what I'm using for super bulky yarn. Okay, so let's get started with a magic ring. You could just make a chain here if you wanted to. It's totally fine. It works either way, okay? So I'm making a magic ring because personally I prefer that. Make a chain of 1 just to hold the magic ring in place. But as I said, the magic ring is not necessary in this case. I just prefer it. It looks cleaner. So then you're going to make 1 single crochet. That's all. And then you're going to close up your ring. So you can tell you don't technically need a magic ring. I just like it. So again, this is not necessary. So we have 1 single crochet. We're going to turn our work and we're going to now add 3 single crochets into that same stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. So you have 3 single crochets in that next row. I have this feeling it might be a little bit bright. What do you guys think? I'm going to zoom in just a tad more. How's that? That might be better. Okay, you're going to turn your work after you have your 3 single crochet stitches there. We're going to make 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 single crochets in that center one. And then again, 1 single crochet in the last stitch. So you should have now 4 stitches, okay? Now we're going to turn and we're going to crochet 1 single crochet in the first stitch, 2 single crochets in the next one, and then 1 single crochet in the last 2 stitches. So you should now have 5 stitches right here. You're going to turn again and we have 1 more row to go, which is just single crochet stitches. So 1 stitch per stitch. Okay, you're going to obviously make 2 wings. Do not knot this yet. Don't knot it. You're just going to cut a little bit, let's say about a foot or so. You're going to cut for your yarn because you're going to slip stitch that later. So this is roughly right here, a foot, roughly. I'm not measuring. Okay, so there's some yarn left over. We're not closing up our hole yet. We're going to leave that loop hanging. We're going to need it later to slip stitch it. So leave it hanging. You're going to need 2 of those. You can see this one has 1 and this one has 1. These are 2 wings. You want to kind of weave this one in here on the bottom. So just like I did on this one already, weave it in. You could use later. Might as well do it now, right? So we have it ready here. And that way this one is done. Okay, so I'm just going to weave this in here for a second so I don't have to worry about that later when I slip stitch it on. So weave this kind of through in a zigzag in some kind of way. I think I'm going to do here 1 more. You can see this was in a zigzag. And I'm going to snippity snip this one. Snip. And there. So now we have our 2 wings ready to go. Sounds good? Barbara says, see? Voila, some magic. There you go. Okay, so wings are ready. So let's put those guys on the side. Again, leave your loops hanging there, okay? So now let's keep going. My yarn is kind of resisting here a little bit. Look at this mess, what I did. I don't know what I did here. I think my cat may have messed with it. Who knows? Okay, so let's go into the body, okay? So we're going to get started again with a magic ring. I may need to zoom out a little bit because my feeling is I'm going to go off camera otherwise. Okay, so remember we're going to have prizes at the end. So tell your crochet besties to join us. That way, if we have more than 100 views, we're going to give away 3 prizes. Okay, so let's go to the body of the birdie, okay? You make it look so easy, Linda says. It is easy. Practice makes things easier. So just keep going. You've got this, okay? So we're going to start with a magic ring. I'm just going to do the regular way, but again, I'm going to be very gentle. You can totally do with the worsted yarn right now. I'm going to show you how to do it gently with chenille yarn without using worsted yarn. So you're going to make a magic ring in a chain of 1. You're going to make sure that this is not happening right here. For chenille yarn, you want to untangle this. Chenille yarn has plenty of friction. You don't want to increase the friction because now if you're going to close the magic ring up later, you have too much friction and that's going to make it rip. So if you have less friction, it's going to be easier. Now, again, you can also totally use the worsted yarn trick that I showed you yesterday. Okay, so we're going to add 10 single crochets to the ring. So that's would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whoops. There we go, 10. Now gently pull. Hopefully I didn't do a bad job. Yes, I did a good job. Look at that. Gently, very gently pull to close up that hole. Gentle, gentle. Okay, make sure it's closed like so. And then we're going to keep going, okay? I do want to tell you guys a quick reminder that the written instructions for this birdie is only going to be available in this ebook for now, okay? At some point I will publish it on my website for free, but for now the written instructions are only in the ebook. So take advantage of this sale right here with the link, and the QR code is right there in case you want to use that. So that way you can get all 30 of them for less than 20 bucks. We'll talk about that later, okay? Why this ebook is so special. Let's go through and finish up this birdie first. Christy says she got the ebook last night. Yay, let's go. I don't have my celebration over here on this screen, so we'll do that later, okay? So if you let me later know again, I'll celebrate you with the confetti if you want to. I can't do the confetti on this side of the screen when I have two screens like this. I can't do it. Okay, so let's keep going. We have 10 single crochets in that magic ring. So I have my pattern here next to me, so I always have to double check. So we're now going to do 3 rounds of just single crochet stitches. Okay, so 1 single crochet per stitch. Remember to use a stitch marker. So we're doing 3 rounds of just single crochet stitches, no increases or decreases. So that's going to be the head part of it. So 1 single crochet per stitch all the way around. So bend this down a little bit when you're kind of, halfway through or so, and then that way the bowl is going in the right direction. Sometimes you have to kind of force it a little bit. Okay, I'm noticing that my hole is opening up a little bit more, so I'm going to pull just gently a little bit more. If this is closing up too much, definitely use the worsted yarn trick because it makes a knot in there too, okay? So we're now going in the next round, so we have 2 more rounds of just single crochet stitches, okay? So let me see, where's here my stitch? There we go. Madeline is saying, chenille yarn is difficult to work with in my opinion. It is in the beginning as a beginner. Yes, if you have never worked with chenille yarn before, you're going to feel like you're frustrated. But guess what? Just like anything else, it can be taught and it can be practiced. So anything, literally anything, can be challenging. You wouldn't be a lawyer overnight either. You would say that's very challenging. But if you practice and learn and study for many years, you will find it easy. Just like riding a bike, just like how you learned to crochet. So do you think it's going to get easier as you crochet along with chenille yarn? Yes, it does. So keep practicing. You get better and better each time, and you'll be able to see your stitches better as you go, okay? So don't give up. I have 1 more round here of just single crochet stitches. As you practice more and more with chenille yarn, it's not only going to make you feel happier because it's very soft and cuddly, but you'll also be able to learn where your stitches are. And if you count your stitches at the same time, you have no trouble using chenille yarn. Just count your stitches every row or every round and you'll be fine. Trust me, it's doable. You've got this. Okay. So we have 3 rounds done additionally, right? So we have the first round and then 3 additional rounds. That means we have 4 rounds done now, okay? At this stage, we're going to add our nose and our eyes. I'm just going to make 1 single crochet here because I pulled my stitch marker out already so that I'm not losing it. So that's just a stitch here, so I'm not losing it. It doesn't mean we're going to use that stitch, but we might. I haven't looked at the pattern. So what you're now going to do is you're going to add your beak, okay? You may need a needle. You can use your hook as well. And you're going to pull the ends through. And the position where you're going to do it at is the exact opposite of where your yarn is hanging off right now. So wherever you are, the opposite, okay? The opposite side. So find out where you are, and you have to go into, let's see, round 4. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So right around round 4, you're going to do it on the opposite side where your stitch marker is, okay? So I'm going to push this in here, about here. So let's see, is this about centered? Yeah, this is about centered right here. So this will be one of them. And now I need to do the other one just a hint higher and pull that through as well. So let's see here. Sometimes the stuff comes off a little bit. That's okay. There we go. And now I'm going to push that through right above. So that way the beak is kind of looking forward. Like so. You see it? It's hanging out like this. Now you're going to make a knot here from the inside. If you're worried about it, you can make the knot a little later. If you feel like, you know what, I want to look first if it's in the right position, that's fine. You can do that. I'm just going to make my knot already, even if it's going to look in a different direction. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to snip this. You want it to be short, but not too short, and tuck in the ends like so, okay? We're now going to add the eyes, okay? You could do the eyes first, by the way. I just think sometimes my yarn gets kind of hung up on the eyes, so sometimes I like to do the eyes after. So which eyes you're going to add is up to you. I added this size 8, which I believe are these ones. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Maybe these ones. I don't have many left of these. All right, let's see here. This one is a little bit messy. Let's see. Oh, these are both a little messy, but they might be even to hide it. So there we go. Just grab here 2 number 8s, close this up, and let's add our eyes. Whoopsie daisy, wrong birdie. So we're going to add it between round 2 and 3, about 2 stitches apart above the nose. This is one of the reasons I like to do the nose first, because you can guide it yourself a little bit. So you can see how many stitches there are. So this would be 2 stitches right here. So this is round 2 and 3. So one would be about here. This would be 1, right? And then 2 stitches over would be about here. Okay, this one is a little bit, by the way, if you ever have something like this, let me show you. This is a perfect trick here to show you. Do you see how there is a little bit of something hanging over? Can you tell? You can take like a nail file and kind of, you know, go around it to get rid of that. It's just plastic, so you can kind of like smooth it out. Do you see how it's falling off? So if you feel like that happens to you, you can kind of go around it, and look how it's going away. See that? If that ever happens to you, you can totally do that, okay? No problem at all. Brittany, I'm going to read your comment in just a second. It's a little bit longer, so let me finish my filing here. I just wanted to show you this. If this ever happens to you, you can totally do that. I have this feeling some of you guys had that happen before, right? I was like, what do I do? Just use a nail file, you guys. Okay, there we go. Now, let's add this back on, and I'm going to read Brittany's comment. Just need to add my eyes. Whoopsie. Okay, so is that about even? Yeah, it's about even. If you want it a little further over, you can do that. So this one, maybe I'll put it a little bit further over, just a hint. Maybe I'm going to do this one a little bit more than 2 stitches apart. Okay, so they're kind of on the outside. Okay, so the nose is looking forward there. I don't know. Am I liking it that way? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I feel like maybe I need to make this a little closer. Just a hint, right? Just a teeny tiny hint. What do you guys think? Should I do it over here or the other one? I feel like the other one was better. I'm just going to move it a little further back. All right, and then I'm going to add my backing to it. And let's see, Brittany said, let me read Brittany's here for a second. Brittany said, I had such a hard time at first, then I found your worsted yarn trick and was able to create what I was making. Yes, so happy that was helpful to you. Yes, go for it. Use the worsted yarn trick if you need to. So make sure your eyes are even. I feel like this needs to be over just a teeny tiny bit, just a little bit. What do you think? Is that even? I'm pretty sure that's even at this point, right? Is that even? No, it's not even. It went slipped back in there. Hang on. Let's see if I put it over here. I think now it's even. Okay, so I'm going to turn this the other way around now. I'm going to add my backing into it. So, like so, you just put it on and then push it in. Come on, push, push, push. There we go. First one done. And the second. Push it in. Come on, push, push. There we go. See? Now it looks like worms. Okay, you are going to push that back in and we should be good to go. So yeah, you can see it's 2 stitches apart. There we go. My nose is bending down a little bit, my beak. You can always bend it up. Ta-da! Okay, so now let's keep going. We have the eyes attached. We have the nose attached. So we're now going to keep going. So the pattern calls now for a single crochet, which we happen to already have done over here, and a decrease after that. So we're going to make a decrease. So just like we did yesterday, you're going through 2 front loops, okay? So front loop here, pull the yarn through, 1 single crochet, done as a decrease. Now again, 1 single crochet and a decrease. Okay, so decreases are done the invisible way by going through 2 front loops. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's your decrease. Let's do that one more time here. 1 single crochet and a decrease the invisible way, and then you have 1 single crochet left. So there we go. You should now have 7 single crochets in that round. And I just need to pull my yarn here, and there's a little knot. My apologies. Hang on, I got to untangle this here for a second. And there we go. Okay, so if you feel like your hole's a little bit getting small right now, this is a perfect opportunity to add a little tiny bit of stuffing, okay? You could do that later. My apologies, my head went away there. You could do it a little later if you wanted to, but I'm just going to add it now so I don't have to worry about the head later, okay? So I'm just going to add that now. That is done. See, I added a little bit more stuffing, and that way I can hold it a little bit better. Okay, how we doing so far? All good? So we're going to go into the next round. So I'm going to pull my stitch marker up, and we're going to go to the next round. The next round, we're going to do increases again, okay? So we're going to do 2 single crochets in the first stitch. So we pretty much just created the neck, okay? Then we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch. Then we're going to do, let's see, 2 single crochet stitches. I'm looking at my pattern here next to me. Then again, 1 single crochet stitch. And then we have 2 single crochet stitches in 3 stitches. So 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. They all have 2 single crochet stitches each. So it's about like that. Okay, so that way kind of the back end here all has like 2 single crochet stitches each. So remember, we have the written instructions for this in the ebook. So we're going to pull up our stitch marker. Whoop. Pull up our stitch marker. So at this point, you should have 12 stitches in this round. So we're going in the next round. We're going to have 2 single crochet stitches in the first stitch as well as the second stitch. Okay, so 2 single crochet stitches into each of them. So now we're going to do 1 single crochet per stitch in 7 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to do in the last 3, there should be 3 stitches left. In each of them, 2 single crochet stitches. So here's 1 set of 2, second set of 2, and third set of 2. I highly recommend that you continue just watching for now, unless you have the ebook there next to you, so that way you can follow along and you can always watch the replay to make the little birdie. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to move up my stitch marker, and we're going into the next round. I have to turn my page, so give me 1 second. So that way I have the pattern in front of me. Okay, here we go. We're going into round 8, by the way. And round 8 is going to start with 2 single crochet stitches in 2 stitches each. So 1 and 2. then we have 15 single crochet stitches, so 1 per stitch. So that should be all the way onto the end. So let's see, Linda, you just got the ebook too. Let's go, girl. Yay. Okay, Beverly loves my pink birdie. I like it. Okay, so we have 1 single crochet per stitch until the end. There should be 15 of them. So let's keep going. That's just 1 single crochet per stitch here until the end after I made those 2 sets of increases. And then you should have 19 stitches in this round. We went from 17 to 19. Hang on, I gotta pull some more yarn. And was that my last stitch? Yep, that was. Okay, so this is how we're looking so far. Okay, my beak, I have to adjust there a little bit. It's bending down a little bit. Go up there. There we go. Michelle says, I verbalized the directions very clearly. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, that's how I write my patterns, by the way. Okay, so we're now going to do round 9. We're going to do 1 single crochet per stitch all the way around. Therefore, we're keeping the 19 stitches. So 1 single crochet per stitch all the way around. All the way around. By the way, I designed the birdie on the first try. You have no idea how happy I was on that one. I did not have to rip all of it out. I was so proud of myself. It was done in the first try. Yes, there were a few stitches I ripped out, but not the entire thing. So proud of me. Okay, so now we are done with round 9. By the way, so far it looks like a ducky. It does look like a ducky. Okay, we're going in the next round, and that is round 10. We're going to do 1 single crochet and 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to do 3 single crochet decreases. So that means 1 single crochet decrease here and here and here. So there was 3 in a row, right? 3 decreases in a row, all the invisible way. I'm just not going to mention it anymore. It's invisible. It is the invisible way. I'm just going to call it decreases, right? So, and then it's going to be 1 single crochet in the next stitches, which is pretty much until the end. Okay. So that was 3, 4, 5, and 6. At this point, you should have 16 stitches, because we did 3 decreases, right? 19 minus 3 means 16. Okay, we're going into the next round. It's going to go quick now, you guys. It's going to go really quickly. Okay, we're going into the next round. We're going to do 2 single crochet stitches right here in 2 stitches. So right here and here. So 2 of them in each. So this is 2, and over here, 2. Okay, like so. So there's 4 stitches done pretty much. And now we're going to do 1 single crochet in 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have 2 decreases. So this will be 1 and 2, like so. I'm going to rub my nose because it's itchy. Light makes me itch. Don't worry about that. Okay, then we're going to have 5 single crochets in a row. So let me see, did I do? Yes, I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and no, I did not do that right. Let me go back. I think I missed a stitch here somewhere. Decrease was there. Yes, there was one right here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, I did do that right. Let me go back. I did do it right. There was, Nikki didn't count right. See, the frog was introduced. Who introduced the froggy? I did it right before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do 5 now? Can someone count for me? I'm not counting properly. I'm not counting. Okay, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means there's 1 stitch left, and then that one you're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. This is what happens. See, even me, who's been doing chenille yarn for a while, sometimes has to rip it out and redo it. It's okay. Not a big deal. Some bloopers are fine sometimes. It tells you that I'm human too. See, I am not a robot. Okay, we should have at this point 15 stitches in this round. We're going into round 13. Round 13 has one single crochet stitch in 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to do 3 decreases. So here is 1, 2, and 3. If I can grab it. There we go. And we should have, where am I? Oh, I skipped a round. Nobody called me out on it. Hang on, we're going to go back. We need to do round 12 first, you guys. Ha, someone did not call me out. Who didn't call me out? I forgot round 12, you guys. Let's do round 12 first. Okay, 1 single crochet in 7 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do you know how I figured out something was off? Because my decreases were shifted. They weren't in the right position. That's how I figured out something was off. It happens. Linda, you just got the ebook. Let's go, girl. I can't do the celebration until I'm in the other screen, but I'm so happy for you. Yay. Okay, so we're going to do 7 single crochets in a row in round 12. That's where we're at. Now we're going to do 2 decreases. See how they're now a little bit more centered? Haha, that's how I know it's right now. Okay, and then we have 6 single crochet stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, let's double check that I did this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, so we have, let me pull this out. Stitch marker come out. There we go. We now should have, let's double check. We are now in round 13. So we have 1 single crochet in 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need to pull some yarn. Okay. And we're going to do now 3 decreases. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. And then there should be 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Let's see. Is there a question? Christy says, Barbara, that's an awesome idea because does it look like a rubber duck? Oh, you guys think it looks like a rubber ducky? Well, I guess so because it's pink. Maybe. I don't have a duck right now, but I guess you could change it up slightly. Did you make it into a ducky? Okay, so let me double check real quick. Okay, we're now adding the feeties. So I'm just going to add a single crochet here because I have my yarn in and I don't want to lose it, okay? So we're now adding the feeties right here. So look at your face, okay? You can twist it a little bit. Remember, your stitches sometimes twist. So your feeties are going to be kind of aligned down here below the nose. The nose should be centered and the feeties should be next to it. And the feeties should be round 12, between around 12 and 13. So this is 13 and this is 12. So somewhere over here you want to add your feeties. So one here, okay? So you're going to take now your yarn ends that you had for your feeties. We're almost done, you guys. It's not much left, okay? So I know this one is a little longer than the previous one. So 12 and 13, roughly like here. So I'm kind of going in between. So I'm going 1 over here. So I'm looking at my feeties. Over here, that looks about right. So 1 over here. I'm not knotting it until I have all of them in. And then I'm going to knot it. So I'm going to look first to make sure that they're situated the right way. So here would be 1. And we're going to take the next one and also add it here right next to it on this side. So you're just going to pull that through and pull this one through. So keep in mind for the feeties, hold on, I'll show you in a second so you know what I'm talking about. The feeties are done the horizontal way. The beak was done the vertical way in terms of inputting your pieces. And this kind of looks like it's centered. What do you guys think? It's pretty centered, right? So what you're going to do now is you're going to kind of bend it up just a tiny bit if you like, and then you're going to knot it. So each feetie is going to get knotted. So there we go. So one is here. I always like to do a double knot. You never know who's going to play with those little birdie feeties. So we don't want them coming off. So double knot, triple knot, I don't care what you want to do. Just make sure it's nice and tight. And snippity snip. You don't want to tuck these in. They can be poking out. So just snippity snip. Okay, feeties are on. All right. So we're going to go into the next round. We have one more round, and then we're going to start doing some stuffing. Okay, so we're going to do one single crochet in 3 stitches. One of them's already done here. So I have 2 more to go. And then I have 3 decreases. So here is 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Then we should have 3 stitches left. I can see that right here. 1 single crochet in each. 1, 2, and 3. At this point, you want to start doing some stuffing because otherwise your hole gonna get too small. So I'm gonna grab some yarn, some polyfill here. Ooh, it fell down. Okay, let's see if this is enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start stuffing here. We already did the head, so it should be okay. It should be just the body. So stuff that in there. Always fluff it up a little bit, so you don't have any like areas that have more than it should be, right? You want it evenly distributed. So how are you doing, you guys? Are you guys good? Okay, I'm just gonna tuck this in like so. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side. I can always add a little bit more. I think this is good for now. We're going to go into round 15. I need to move my stitch marker up though. So stitch marker moved up. It's like next level. Moved up to the next level. It's like a game. All right, we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch. And then we're going to do 3 decreases. So let's do that. So here is 1, then 2, and 3. Here we go. Oh, almost 3. There we go. And you should have 2 stitches left. So that would be here 1 and 2. You can see how that hole is starting to get very small, but if there's still some room, feel free to add a little bit more polyfill. We're about to add the back feathers kind of thing, so that way we're almost done. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's see. You're now going to flatten this out. This is the stage where you want to add as much polyfill as you still need to. I'm going to leave it as is, and you're going to flatten it out now. You need to look at your piece, though, to make sure you flatten it out properly. Okay, so you want it to be even. So you have your birdie like this, okay, and you want your feathers kind of be in the back end of it, okay? So however you want to flatten it, you need to make it in a way that the feathers are even. So I'm going to flatten it out and go through 2 stitches at a time. There should be 6 stitches left, so I'm going to go flatten it out and go to 2 stitches at a time and make 1 stitch in each, okay, each set. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. You see how it's flattened it out, and we went through all of them to close it up, and we have 3 stitches right here. Are we good? So you don't want to overstuff it, but if you have a good tension on your hook and your stitches, then overstuffing is not too bad because it's not going to look out. You see my stitches are pretty good, so even though I stuffed it quite a bit, it's fine. We're now going to add the back feathers here real quick. Okay, are we good on this? All right, so let's do this. We're going to add the tail feathers, or whatever you want to call this, and we're going to add a chain of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're now going to start from the second chain from the hook right here, and you're going to add 1 single crochet per stitch, okay? So, or chain if you want to call it. So just 1 single crochet per chain, starting from the second chain from the hook. Your birdie may be twisting there. You can ignore it for now until you get back to your single crochets that you had made. So here's my last one. If I can grab it, there we go. And now you're going to slip stitch back into the single crochet where you came from. So slip stitch. Now you're going to turn and you're going to crochet 1 single crochet in 5 stitches. So you're going to leave 1 left over here in the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're going to leave 1 left over, chain 2, skip one of them. So pretty much go in a second chain from the hook. And now 1 single crochet per stitch all the way back. So you have that little extension hanging off. Do you see that? So that's what happens. So we're now going to keep going on this. And we're going to go back and forth and add on to it. So I went back here. Hang on, I got to pull some of my yarn. And now that I went back, I'm going to slip stitch back into the same single crochet. Every single crochet gets 2 slip stitches down here, okay? Now we're going to go back up, and then afterwards we're going to the next one. So again, turn 1 single crochet in 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, meaning you're going to leave 1 left over here in the back. Chain of 2, skip the first chain. And now go back 1 single crochet per stitch. Oh, I should have mentioned it. I don't know if you see it. I went in a back loop only. It is written down in the pattern, but I apologize for not mentioning it. We're going in a back loop only to give a little bit more tension, okay? Like not tension, character. So a little bit more texture, if you want to call it that way. So yes, back loop only, guys. My apologies for not saying that. Now go into the next single crochet of those 3, slip stitch. Now go back in and turn 1 single crochet in 5 stitches. We're almost there, you guys. Almost there. Almost there. So 5 stitches in a row here. Then chain of 2, 1 single crochet per stitch. Again, that goes in a back loop only. For everything is back loop only, in case I didn't mention it. Back loop only. Almost there. My birdie's kind of wiggling around. Am I still on screen? Yeah. Okay, so we have 1 more set to go, kind of. So we now went, how many times did I slip stitch? I think I slip stitched once. So we're now going into the second single crochet again, slip stitch 1 more time. That's our second one. Now go back over. Yes, it's like the fishy, but the back here looks different, okay, than the fishy. So 5 single crochets in a row on the beginning part of it, all in the back loop. Everything's in a back loop. Chain of 2. This is the part you don't have in a fishy. Then 1 single crochet per stitch back, starting from the second chain, right? All in the back loop. My birdie is doing a dancey dance. Are you guys seeing that? A dancey dance. Okay, hang on. My yarn is needing to be pulled here a little bit. I'm almost done though. How are you guys doing? Thank you guys for being patient. We have 89 people. Can we get 11 more to get to 100? Come on, we can share. If every single one of you shares once, I think we can do it. All right, I'm going in the last single crochet right here. I have to finish this and make my slip stitch. And I have 1 more extension to go. 1 more extension. So I'm going to do 5 single crochet stitches. You guys can do 1 share, right? Can you go share like on Facebook or something? Invite your crochet besties. Everyone do 1 share. 1 share. You guys can do it. 1 share. And we can get to 100. Okay. Start from the second chain from the hook. On the back loop. 1 single crochet per stitch. And then we're going to finish up the tail feathers. The last thing we have to do is the side feathers. We just have to slip stitch them on and we are done. Okay. So go back into that single crochet there. The last one and 1 more slip stitch. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm gonna snippity snip this now. Pull this out gently, of course, otherwise it's gonna rip. I'm gonna snip my stitch marker because I do not need that anymore. So snip that. I'm gonna weave in my ends here just a tiny bit. I might do a better job later. Although I don't want to, so I'm just going to do it now. A good job. How about that? Do a good job right away because you're not ever going to go back. So I'm just going to weave this in. Always go back in where you came from. Weave it in. I do it a few times. and I'm gonna snip it. And then the last thing we're gonna do is add our side wings. So you're gonna look at your piece. This is how it's looking. We're looking cute. Look how he's looking up at you. Hello. Okay, so side feathers, tails, wings, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so we're going to add them right here. Okay, so I mean, you can add them wherever you want, really. Whatever you feel like is pretty for you. You're going to add your hook back into your loop that you had left over, and you're going to try to kind of see where you want it to be. You can make it in an angle if you like. I'm going to make mine more of an angle here, and you're just going to slip stitch it on. That's really all you're going to do. So here's one slip stitch. Then just grab these single crochet stitches you already made, right? And you're just going to go through and slip stitch it on. Now, if you feel like that doesn't look pretty, then just sew it on. It's fine. Okay, nobody's going to see it later. So, I mean, it is supposed to be no sew, but if you feel like you don't like the slip stitches, then feel free to sew it on. Okay, so here we go. Done with this. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm not going to weave this in just yet because I got to double check that everything looks even. So I'm going to leave that there for now, and I'm going to do the other side. So again, put your hook back into it. Okay, then check that it's even on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna look here. I want it to be even. But before I keep going, make sure it's even. It's about even, right? Right here. So I'm gonna evenly add it on. So just slip stitch it in. Here's one, and oh, I have to bend it a little bit more. There we go. Is this about right? I think so. It's hard to see from my angle, you guys. So I'm not going to weave my ends in yet. I'm going to check this out after when I have an appropriate angle. I have a different angle than I normally crochet with. So I'm not going to weave my ends in just yet when I'm done with this. So I can double check that everything is good. Okay, so slip stitches on. Okay, it does look pretty good though. See, does it look even? I'm pretty sure it looks even. So you can bend your head there a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna weave this in off camera later. Okay, but this is how it looks like. Look, it's sitting, you guys. It's sitting. See, it sits. See, ta-da. If you wanted to sit better, if you wanted to sit higher, I recommend adding the feeties a little higher. This one is between 12 and 13, around 12 and 13. If you want the feeties to be around 13, 11 and 12, that's fine too. But mine is pretty good. It stands, see? Okay, I'm going to weave this in later, so that way I can check again that everything looks good. But there you go. I'm going to show you on this birdie. Look, they look exactly the same, just one is pink and one is purple. Ta-da! See, this one is an angle a little bit more, so I'm probably going to take this out and angle it a little bit more back so they look about the same. How cute is that? We made a pink and a purple one. It's so cute. Look, they look exactly the same. Isn't that adorable? I love it. All right, here we go. So there's my birdie in pink. Here is it in purple. Purple is a little easier to see here on camera. So there's my little purple birdie. Let me remove the picture. It can be a little bit easier to see if I put it over here. Here's my hand. Ta-da! Birdie is done. I'm going to put my birdie behind me and put him right here. There we go, next to my kitty cat that I made yesterday. There we go. So let's talk about these ones here in the behind me, okay? So now that you know how to make your birdie, let's talk about all 30 patterns. But here's the thing. We still want to reach 100 people, and I see a number of 76 right now, okay? Can we get to 100 to get 3 prizes to be given away? It's all up to you. Okay, so let's talk about all of these amazing patterns, okay? For anyone who already got the ebook, here's your celebratory confetti. Yay! All right, so let's talk about this ebook here, and then we're going to give away some prizes. So for anyone who's here, I appreciate you for being here. I want to grab my link real quick so that way we can talk about it in detail. Okay, so my link is down here. Pop that into the comments for a second, and let's talk about why this ebook is so special. I like to, have these questions here to really guide you through, and it allows you to think about if this ebook is for you. Okay, so we have the first question is, would you like to have more, like the Italian way, would you like to have more no-sew crochet amigurumi patterns? I'm not Italian, but I'm attempting it. I'm European though. Anyways, would you like to have more no-sew amigurumi patterns? So we did on the first day, which was Saturday, we did a fishy. We did yesterday. So this was the fishy we made. Then we made the kitty cat yesterday. Very, very popular. So many of you guys already made a kitty cat. And then today we made the birdie. Now we also did during the mystery crochet along, we made this little dino behind me here. We made a froggy, the leggy froggy, extremely popular. And we made a baby turtle. So we made all of these different patterns already. In the past, we made a crochet hook and the octopus and a few others, like even the gummy bear. So would you like to have more no-sew amigurumi patterns? But here's the thing. It's not just more. It is also ad-free and printable, right? So, and then this entire ebook, would you like to have detailed patterns? Very detailed, like the way I just explained it to you in the tutorials. And you saw someone said, yes, I love the way you say your instructions. That is how the patterns are written, okay? And they're written in large font. So as you can see right here, this is size 14. This is a large size. Look at this. This letter size. This is size 14. Okay. So it is very large. So you can see it very easily. It is very easily to be read. So while you are crocheting at the same time. Plus, it includes tutorials. We have some tips tutorials in here. We have video tutorials included. And as I said, you can print it too. Now, the other thing you got to remember is if you want to have the ebook in a digital format, you can click the button. So you have video tutorials, material list, and the table of content that is clickable. That is not something you can get from a book at the bookstore, not even video tutorials. So even if they give you a link of some sort, which I've never seen, at least you could type it up and have a video tutorial, but most of them do not have that. I can promise you that almost all books, if any, I have never seen one, but if you do, let me know. I've never seen a book at the bookstore in crochet that has video tutorials included. I have never seen it. I wish they would though, because it would be very user-friendly. But my ebooks do include that because I understand that some of you guys are a little bit more a visual person. Plus, having it user-friendly means that you have clickable buttons. It's like a program. It's like a learning program. Let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? So I have my iPad here. Pops up. Pop up, pop up. Sometimes my iPad takes a time. See, it's coming. There it is. It's like a little slow. Anyways, so this is the table of content right here, okay? So you get 9 tips tutorials that come with it. Guides you through a bunch of different techniques in terms of no-sew to make things easier for you, right? It references video tutorials, etc., etc. And then you have all of these patterns right here, okay? You can see there's 30 of them. The number behind the 3 is the one that reference these pictures right here. So whatever these numbers are, you can see them over here. So the other thing you want to think about is that this entire collection right here is organized by category, not per se level of skill, like skill level, because I personally think they're all fairly easy. There are a few of them where I can say, oh, it's probably more of like intermediate. I would say that the elephant and the cow, for example, I would consider them more intermediate. Everything else is considered easy peasy, okay? Like I make it easy peasy. So we have first the food category until number 7 is the foods, all kinds of, you know, yummy foods, obviously in crochet. And then we have the non-food / non-animal category. I don't know what to call that category. It's just not food and it's not animals. That goes from 8 through 12. We even have a book with a little pocket inside, which is adorable. Number 11 is a pacifier, which is great for gender reveal. And then we have the land animals, even if they are extinct, you know, the dino. But we have land animals, so 13 through 20, those are land animals. Then we have the air animals. What are they called? I don't know. The flying things. The fly animals are 21 through 24. 4. Those are the things that have wings, I guess, the wing animals. And then we have 25 through 30. Those are the water animals. So they are categorized in that order, just that you know, so that way you can find it easily. And then you can always look back here and then find exactly what you're looking for. And then you can tap things. So the entire table of content is tappable. So let's do the leggy froggy, for example. Oh no, I just did a baby turtle, but it's okay. Here's the baby turtle as an example. See, everything that is bluish or like a bluish color, those are all clickable. So you know exactly what was used. So you can tap on it and jump to whatever it is needed, right? So whether it's the materialist, so you know exactly what I used. See, in a bookstore, you don't have that, right? You have to figure it out on your own and then hope for the best that it's the same, right? Think about it. These are plastic eyes. Not all plastic eyes looks the same, right? Some of them have like little twinkles in it. Some of them have colors in it. So you kind of want to know which one they are, right? So I give you exactly which one I used, and that way you can tap and click and jump right to it. And the video tutorials are also clickable. There are a few of them that are only in the video library, like for the owl, there's 2 of them right there. So it's only in the video library. And then once you log in where the ebook is, you'll see a video library and you see all the videos right there. So you don't even have to tap here. So that way you can print it out if you wish. And you can see this is the size 14, very large. This is letter size. And then if you're done, you can always tap the main menu button and, ooh, I didn't tap it. Let's do that again. There we go. Tapped and I jumped right back, right? So that's why it's good. Oh, Shelly, that's a good one. Miscellaneous category. I should just call that, although it's a long word. Miscellaneous. But yes, you're right. I should, or like Karen just stuff. I like that too. All right. Rachel says, I have seen it with a QR code to scan, includes video. Rachel, you did for crochet? I have seen it for a cookbook. I have seen it for a cookbook. I have not seen it for a book at the bookstore. I'm not talking about ebooks. Some ebooks have it. Yes. I have not seen it at the bookstore. Rachel, have you seen it at the bookstore for a crochet book? I have not yet. If you do, let me know. Email me. I want to know which one. Okay. So what do you guys think? Is that something for you? Let me show you a little bit more details of why this is so cool, right? Because some of you guys might not understand. It's like, why? You just tell me all these things, right? But you got to understand, okay? It comes with video tutorials. Tell me another book that comes with video tutorials. A crochet book, okay? That you could buy at the bookstore. A lot of you guys always say, I prefer a physical book. I prefer a physical book. But then when it comes down to it, then you guys are screaming at me. It's like, but it doesn't have video tutorials. Then you see, if you get an ebook like this, it is like a 3-in-1. I guess I should call it 4-in-1, right? You have it digitally. You have clickable buttons that includes the video tutorials and material list. You can print it out, right? And of course, it has no ads, okay? I mean, literally, if something happens to your physical copy after you printed it, just reprint it out. Like, seriously, just reprint it out. If something happens for your books that are in your bookshelf, let's not talk about the most dramatic thing would be losing it or fire, right? Whatever. If anything like that happens, you're going to have to rebuy the book. Here you don't, okay? You just reprint it out and you can enjoy it. And you can enjoy it all around the world, even without printing it, saving some paper and saving the environment. Ta-da! So it is actually way better to have video tutorials and have it digitally than it is to have a hard copy, in my opinion. But I might be biased because I prefer things that are a little bit more user-friendly, right? Clickable buttons, clickable table of content, video tutorial ready to go is a lot more beginner friendly in my opinion than a physical book at the bookstore. Probably one of the reasons I have never accepted any of the book deals out there from publishers. For now, who knows, maybe down the road if they give me a good deal with video tutorials included, I might do that. But for now, I'm not. Plus, my font size is very big, which most publishers don't like because then they have to print more papers and they don't like that. They have less profit. And for me, I don't care because I want you to have it in large fonts so that way you can read it better. I'm all about user friendliness. So just that you know, that is why these ebooks are really, really good, including this one. Carol, did you get it? Let's go, girl. Woohoo! I'm so happy for you. Who else got about it. If I have not celebrated you yet, please let me know. I would love for you to let me know so I can celebrate you too. Let's go through really quickly on all the 30 patterns that you have them up close a little bit more, and then we do prices. Okay, I see here an owl right here, which comes with 2 video tutorials. We have the elephant, by the way. Down the road in a few months, you're going to have video tutorials for every single one. Not for now, but many of the tutorials will help you along the way, okay? So we have an elephant, which is so adorable. It's very easy to do, trust me. It's not that hard. You also have the whale. We have the kitty cat, which we did yesterday. It comes with a video. We have the dino and the fishy. Both of them come with a video tutorial. We have the cupcake, and we have the birdie, which we did today. We have the froggy, the fat leggy froggy, cheeky leggy froggy, that comes also with a video tutorial. The cow eventually will, but also super cute and easy to do. We also have the jellyfish. We have a gummy bear, comes with a video tutorial. Same is true for the strawberry. We have a pencil. We have a turtle. Well, we have a baby turtle video, so you probably won't need it for the mommy turtle. It's very similar, just a few extra stitches. We have the banana and a chicken. I heard someone say they made a chicken already. I want to see it. If you made the chicken already, let me know. Okay, we have a donut. We all love donuts. At least they don't make you like, whee, right? They keep smiling. Okay, you can add sprinkles if you like. You don't have to eat it. Obviously, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Not this one, at least. Don't eat that one. It's for display only. Anyways, we have a pacifier, and then we have these 10 additional ones. A bunny. Of course, bunnies are always cute, even if Easter's already over. We have a crayon. We have an octopus that also comes with a video tutorial. Where are my book lovers at? Let me know. Are you reading books? Let me know. Book lovers or Kindle lovers, either way. We have an oxalotl. Okay, we're making the oxalotl tomorrow. The baby oxalotl, we're making it tomorrow. Are you ready for the baby oxalotl? That's what's going to happen tomorrow. And that way you can also make the mommy one, okay? And then we have a boba drink. You can turn it into a milkshake if you like. Gen Zers seem to like bobas, like my son. They love bobas. I don't like boba drinks, but hey, if you like boba drinks, you know what a boba drink is? Is those little boba balls right there with tea. Anyways, I don't like them. But if you like them, you can have it. We have a carrot, we have a bee, and a hook. The last two also come with video tutorials already. So definitely a wonderful collection in my opinion. And as I said, it comes with not only 15 video tutorials, 15 plus, because we keep adding more. And we have 9 detailed no-sew tips tutorials. And I see right now someone got the ebook. Let's go, Glenda! Woohoo! I'm so happy for you. And then we have Linda, who's printing it out right now. Let's go, girl! I am so happy. Christy says she loves the elephant. Can't wait to do it. Let's go. I can't wait for you to make the elephant. I want to see the elephants. They're so cute. I love my elephant. Yee! Okay, someone is excited for the oxalotl. We're making that tomorrow. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about it. Tomorrow, we're going to go live again on the very last day. You guys, tomorrow's the last day. Time went by very quickly. That means this is also the last day for the sale. So take advantage of it, okay? So that means you're getting all 30 patterns, ad-free, printer-friendly, 15 plus video tutorials, and it comes with tips tutorials with clickable buttons and large font, okay? Less than $20 for all 30 all 30, and that was a big O right there. All 30 patterns, okay? And you're going to get $15 off using that coupon code right there with the link. I just popped it into the comments again, okay? Let me do it one more time so that in case you didn't see it, but it's right there, okay? So there we go. You can click that, or you can scan the QR code if you like, and you're going to get all of that with the coupon code attached. You're going to have less than $20 for the entire ebook. There's an option for you to add an additional ebook during your checkout if you like, just that you know, and you can also join the crochet club if you like at a sale. So just that you know. Anyways, but we're going to go live again tomorrow one more time on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Pacific time, to make the cute little oxalotl right there. That one right there. I hope you'll be there. Okay, are you guys ready? Okay, I'm gonna go and do one more celebration here for Terry. Let's go! girl. I am so excited. Okay, so I think it is time for some giveaway prices. Are you guys ready? We didn't make it to 100 today, but who knows? We might do it tomorrow on the last day. Are we going to get 100 tomorrow on the last day? That would be cool. Can you guys make that happen for us? Okay, let's do 2 questions today, but first, let me show you the giveaway prices because you got to know about that, especially for those who have never been here. I know I'm repeating myself for those who have always been here, but that's okay. You guys want to have a chance to win something, right? Okay, you have a chance to get a free ebook of your choice. I have 31 different ebooks. Okay, then you can also get a $10, $15, or $20 off any ebook. You can have a chance to win $10, $20, or $30 Ravelry coupon codes, or 5 or 10 PDF patterns of your choice from our Ravelry store. Or the very last thing is a free yarn goodie box. Now that one usually only goes out for at a special time of the year for those who join the Crochet Club as a new annual member and live in the US. So even as a gift, you have to live in the US. If you're outside of the US, you get a free ebook instead. Let me show you what's inside this goodie box, okay? Because you gotta know what's in there. Am I saying okay too much? Sometimes I feel like I say it too much. Am I saying okay too much? Ooh, that's zoomed in. Hang on, zoom out. Whee! Oh, birdie's on the side. Move on. Okay, maybe it's just zoom it in just a hint more. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let me show you what's inside the box that you have a chance to win. Okay, as I said, usually that only goes out a special time of year. About 5 times a year, I send these out as gift boxes. Okay, so here's what's inside. The first thing you're going to see is a drawstring bag. We have 2 different types, so it'll be a surprise. The Crochet Club on there. Okay, and then, ooh, my hand got stuck in it. And then we also have currently a color wheel. We also have some notepads, but they're not quite here yet, so it might be the color wheel. Then we have TCC times with a handy little sheet there on the back. We have stitch markers and stickers and a tapestry needle. And we also have a keychain that's a measuring tape. Whee! Okay, that one is very popular. These are all custom, by the way. And it'll be one of the 2 over here, which is either the pop socket, black or white, which is something you put at the back of your phone so you can hold your phone properly and take pictures the right way without cramping up, right? And you can also use it to watch movies, etc., so your phone can stand up. Or this clip here, which is very popular for those who do yarn color changes, but it does have a magnet there on the back, so I guess that's why a lot of people like it too. And there is some mystery yarn included, 1, 2, or 3 different skeins depending how big the skein is. So that is what's included inside one of those goodie boxes. Are we good? Are we good? Everyone good on the prices? So we all know. Madeline says, I love the ebook. I'm very limited budget. Well, Madeline, I understand. I'm just letting you know that the coupon code does expire by Wednesday. So if you can make it work, then take advantage of it. If not, who knows, down the road I might have another sale, but I don't think I ever go down this low again. I'm just letting you know. Some of the patterns are available as videos if you want to just at least have a peek, but only 3 of them are currently written down as actual patterns on my website. 27 of them are exclusive to the ebook in a written format, just that you know. I do want to let you know about that. Let's see. You're almost done with the body of the bird. Woohoo! Glad to have the ebook as a reference to follow on. Can't wait to make it. Yes, I can't wait to see it. Okay, I think there might be one typo in there. Remember what I said in a video? There's 5 single crochet stitches. Skip the last one. I think I forgot to write that down. But I will fix it. No worries. Okay, you have the video tutorial, so that way you can reference that. Okay, I think it's time. So let's do this. Question number 1. Remember, if you already won within the last month or so, please don't answer. Give everyone else a chance. Answer quickly, and I will find my winner that has the correct answer, display it, and then the spinny wheel will decide what you win. Here we go. Question number 1. What pattern did you do at the beginning of the video? What did we crochet at the beginning of the video? In the meantime, I'm going to take a sip of water. There you go, because I'm talking so much. I take a sip of water. Okay, can you guys answer this question for me, you guys? Which pattern did we crochet at the beginning of this video? In the meantime, maybe I can find like a quick little review. Shall we do that? Have we done this one yet? I'm new at this hobby, Maria says. I have seen many of your videos and they're very easy to follow. You inspire me to be good at this. I plan to master this amazing talent. I love hearing that. Thank you, Maria. How about this one? We'll do Eileen real quick and you guys are typey. I can't wait to start with these patterns. They look amazing. So glad I bought this ebook. I can't believe how many patterns there are. It's fabulous. Thanks, Nikki. You're welcome, Eileen. If you ever want to leave a review, just do it below the download section after you bought an ebook. There's a box. Add your comment in there and I can share it if it's a great review. Well, even if it's a good review, I'll share it. No worry. It doesn't have to be great. But if you have a review to leave, I will share it. Okay? So here we go. It looks like you guys all answered. So I'm going to remove this and let's find our winner. Here we go. Cover my eyes. I'm in the right position. Yep. Cover my eyes and let's see. Scroll up and down and let's find our winner. I'm going to stop right about, how about here? We have Christy Van Streen. I hope I said this right. I have no idea. I'm so terrible last name. Congratulations, Christy. Okay, Christy, let's see what you want. I'm going to click the button. Okay, and let's figure out what you want. Spinning wheel, what's the side? What Christy won? Christy won. Where is it? Oh, there it is. $30 Ravi coupon code. These ones are very popular, by the way. Everyone who got it was so happy. You got a bunch of patterns out of this one. The amount of emails I'm getting of the patterns you guys got, I'm so happy. You can really dig in. Yay, congratulations, Christy. Okay, so let's remove this and we have one more question to go. Are you guys ready? Question number 2. Question number 2 is name one water no sew amigurumi pattern in the ebook. Name one of the water ones. Haha. Let's see who remembers. Name one of the water no sew amigurumi in this ebook. Name one of them. There's plenty of them. I think there are 5 or 6. I don't remember the exact number. You see them kind of all behind me. Pick one of them. Pick one of them. Which one lives in the water? Name one of them. Leave a comment down below. That is your answer. And I'm going to find my winner to display in a second. You know, all right, let's see. All right, I see some coming in. I see someone said something about an animal that is not in the water. Maybe they're a little behind. Guys, only in the water, you guys. I didn't say ocean, but I could say ocean. I'm just going to call water. All right, looks like most of you guys are good. They're like, I'm just going to pick any of them. That's right, pick any of them. Obviously, I should have made it. There are plenty of them behind me. Pick one. Okay, so I'm going to remove this question, and let's find our winner. Are you ready? I'm going to cover my eyes. And let's find our winner. Here we go. I'm going to stop. How about how about here? Okay, we have Tammy Stewart. I think I got that one right. I think I said that one right. Tammy, congratulations. Okay, Tammy, let's see what you won. Spinny wheel will decide what you won. Woo! Free yarn box. I hope you live in the US. If you're not, you're going to get a free ebook instead. You can even pick a free ebook. I had a few people that messaged me and say, I don't need the yarn box. I'd rather have an ebook. So if you want to do that, that's fine too. But congratulations to all our winners. Yay! Okay, so let me remind you real quick. Don't take off yet, especially my winners. Do not take off. Hang on, because you got to see my email address first, okay? Nicole at nikkishomemade.com. For the winners, please put in the subject line, winner of, the price that you won, and the date that you won, because I always need to confirm you are truly the winner of such price that is mentioned, right? There are a few people that email me days later. I do need to know the date when you won, so I I always confirm. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I always need to confirm. Now I always email them back. Tell me which video it was. If you can't tell me the date, I need to know which video. I need to confirm. Okay, I always confirm the prize winners to make sure that I'm not just handing out prizes. That's not fair to those who won. Okay, so if you have a question, however, about the ebook right here, you can email me as well. Okay, you can email me. I have yesterday had someone email me wanting to gift someone an ebook. That was really nice. We handled that all really nicely and well. So if you ever want to gift someone an ebook, you can do that too. Make sure you find the person you want to gift it to. Don't make me pick it. It's not going to happen. I am way too picky on that one. I want to give it to everyone. That's not going to happen. So you pick the person you want to gift it to. If you ever feel like you want to gift someone an ebook, you can just email me and I'll take care of it. Okay? Congratulations to all our winners. I'm really excited. Now let me remind you really quickly why this ebook is so cool, because I have this feeling some of you guys really wanted it. Okay, it's ad-free and printer-friendly, has 30 written patterns, all no-sew amigurumi, okay, with more than 15 video tutorials, more to come, and we have 9 tips tutorials included in this entire collection. So if this ebook is something you want, take advantage of it. The sale ends on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, April 23rd, 2025. Use no-sew15 for $15 off. Tell your crochet besties. This is especially good for those who are vendors for craft fairs. If you know someone who does craft fairs, tell them about it and say, this is a great ebook for you. It's no-sew, and these are very popular. I've done my research over the last year. I collected the most popular themes, and I put them together and made designs out of them. The loaf cat is very popular. Axolotls are very popular. The dinos, the elephant, all the little foods and stuff. The owl, all of the animals are in it. Even the froggy, the leggy froggy, very popular at the craft fairs. If you don't believe me, go to TikTok and see what people are selling at the craft fairs. There are so many videos telling you, this is what I sold at the craft fairs, okay? This is what I sold at my markets, spring markets, fall markets. They tell you. I went to those videos over the last year and collected the most popular ones, okay? Not the patterns. I designed them myself, but the names of them, so I knew what to design. So I made this ebook specifically for those who love to have popular designs. So make sure you remember that. I currently do not have a horse, and those are also currently not popular at craft fairs, but maybe down the road I will. I probably have a volume 2 next year or in the next 2 years. Who knows, okay? Maybe I will. But keep in mind that this entire collection is very easy. It is beginner friendly, and it really is going to help you take your crochet skills to the next level. A lot of you always say, I'm so scared of amigurumi. If you know how to do a single crochet stitch, you can do this, okay? It is one of the most easiest things to learn, and it will literally feel like not only a motivational boost, but an inspiration. You're like, whoa, instant gratification. I made it. I made a leggy froggy. I made a dino. I made a birdie. And then you're going to be like, whoa, I can do this. You can do this. You can just believe in yourself, one stitch at a time, and I believe you can do this, okay? Shelly says, I loved the craft fair ebook. Let's go. I'm so happy. Okay, congratulations to all my winners. I hope to see you guys here back tomorrow. So let me remind you real quick, we're going live tomorrow. Last day. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing, didn't I? Let's do this again. There we go. Last day tomorrow. Last day with prices. If we can get more than 100 views, we're going to do 3 prices again. If we get more than 150, I do 4 prices. We're going to go up like that, okay? So get as many people as you like, and we're going to do the baby axolotl together. Let's do this. I hope to see you guys back here tomorrow. In the meantime, grab your ebook so you have a physical and digital copy in front of you so you can follow along. I hope to see you guys then. Until then, bye-bye.